Hey everyone, Miacidae here. Welcome back to Darkest Dungeon 2 Kingdoms. So, I've been staring at this screen for like the past half hour, wondering how I'm gonna pull this out of my butt. I I don't know how to put that any more family friendly than that. I'm sorry. So yeah, this is the state of things that we're in. I'm just going to explain it from here, and then I'm just going to very slowly work through things one at a time, because my mind is a mess just looking at this right now. And I am determined to play this kingdom out on Bloodmoon until I fail or until I win. And I know there is a very key item I could find that if I get it, I actually could win this. That's why I am playing this out. I just haven't gotten it yet. So, where we stand, if I lose another inn, I lose. Because I've already lost one inn. On Bloodmoon, you can lose 2 inns. That means if I lose any of these inns, which all have veterans except for the popped pustule inn, which sounds very, very gross, I'm sorry, but that's what the inn is called. It's randomly generated, so I can't do anything about that. But that is what the inn is called, and if I lose any of them, I lose. So as long as I play carefully, I should be fine. The bad part about that is all of them only have up to the veterans. None of them have the veterans plus items, if I recall correctly. So, once Escalation 3 hits, I might be a little boned. And I might have to go around and upgrade them all a little bit more. Next, as you can see, I have 2 heroes left. There's no not putting that out there. I have 2 heroes left. I have the Leper, which is amazing for damage. However, I don't have anyone to combo with him anymore, so he's blind as a bat. And I have the Hellion, which is actually a very nice hero. And that's where we're at. I also have 25 fatigue on the Leper and 15 fatigue on the Hellion. It would be higher if I didn't get a Virtue in one of the last fights where Al technically died. The other amazing part of this is they hate each other. As you see, they're resentful. So I think the best thing I can do right now is wait these 2 days for the relationship to reset, get the 2 fatigue off, and kind of see what happens. After that, well, I'll see. And then I'm also going to upgrade this in as much as possible for the conscripts and slowly upgrade it a bit farther. What I would really like to do is eventually get this one the veteran specialization. That way it can defend itself if I'm at a camp or something like that, or off upgrading another inn. The other thing I would really like to do,
each improvement,
and I'm not sure if I should do this first or not, is get the trainer's texts. Which would use most of my inn materials, but then I can upgrade the heroes. So, and there's some other stuff around here that could be really, really good, but I just don't have the inn materials right now. I'm also waiting until Escalation 3 to be able to equip these to my stagecoach, which we'll see if we even get there. Honestly, I didn't think I would get this far with the ramshackle cruiser I've been playing with, and this is where we're at. So, yeah, this is where we're at. So looking at the state of things, I think my best bet is to be able to just upgrade the hero stats. So what I'm going to do is get the specialist instructor,
an army cannot long stand,
new age techniques, and then the hero stats. For now, that's fine. Then we're going to go back to the barracks and upgrade this as much as possible, which is just this. I'm going to go back through a few areas, we'll come back, we'll upgrade this later. Then, Mastery Trainer, we're going to go to hero upgrades.
Is the greatest teacher of all.
I want to be realistic about this. If I get the item I want, the hero that has the best chance at survival is Boudica. So we're gonna give her the mastery points. So she gets plus death blow resistance, minus fatigue limit. That's actually really good. Minus 20% death blow resistance. 4 max health. 20% disease resistance, minus 10 fatigue limit. 10% extra damage. And on turn start if lower than 25% health, plus 5% damage for one region. Also really good. Now, for her skills, I think all of this is fine. So we're going to go to Baldwin. I would have liked to upgrade Break, but that's fine. So instead what we're going to do is upgrade his death blow resistance, movement resistance, and fatigue limit, and upgrade his max health as well. Technically, I could upgrade the path. I thought about putting her into Ravager, and then the other thought I had was Carcass. I'll see about those a bit later, I think, because I don't have the item I want to make this viable. So what we're going to do for now is rest, because Provisioner doesn't have anything really good for me, and I need to save these relics. So we're going to rest, passing the day, which I know is kind of bad, but whatever. Minus 100% resistance encounters, I don't want to go out during that. There's also a
has struck.
Siege here, but I don't need to go to this. I trust these veterans. Now, looking at them, they're still pretty beat up. 15% fatigue, 5% fatigue, and 22 health here. Can I buy anything? Not really. So we're gonna rest again. There's another siege over at the Whiskey Quirk, which I trust them to defend. There is no... We still have 5 fatigue on Baldwin. I'm gonna rest that fatigue off. Additional kill contracts appear today. Interesting. And we have to do the defend at the old mill. Okay. So I have my targets. I want the Huntsman down first, but that Rock Claw could get bad. I'm gonna Windblast to try to get a combo off. Which we did, just not on the one I would have liked. And they went right at the guy who doesn't have any of the blocks. There we go. And I suppose we're going to go at the Tribe Walker just because we can put damage on him. If we can negate something, we're going to negate it. Then trying to stun the Huntsman, I suppose. Taking out Tribe Walker. There we go. And then I'm going to heal with the other Arbalist there. Getting riposts. Little bit of damage, that's good. Got a Fury, that's not. I'm gonna Windblast to go through the block. And we're gonna try to daze him. There we go. And then the Arbalist can just go at the Rock Claw. Trying to stun the Huntsman. There we go. Owie. Overhand to get rid of the taunt. Going at Rock Claw. There's a crit, that's nice, 10 health left. Armor break. And armor break. And he's down. Just this guy left with 1 whole health.
Morbid games.
And down he goes. Indefended.
The kingdom.
Siege repelled. 1 mastery point. Cool. And there's another siege. I believe this one can be defended. Yes. Okay. So, kill contract in the Tundra. Play the Cherugian. I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't. So what I'm gonna do is go through the Foetor, just for the extra in materials, and see what happens. just because I know they can bleed pretty easily.
The farms and
First we're gonna go to the provisioner though.
overrun with putrescence and rot.
There are things I would like to buy, but I think they're just gonna get in my way of like saving up the relics. Relationships, I mean, we're normal at least, so that's a start. I'm gonna use the food here just to buff our health a little bit, just because we're gonna need it. I'm probably not gonna need these sacred scribblings anymore. Nor the Raven's Reach, because no one here has a ranged move, correct? I mean, that does damage.
Learn what can be taught.
Melee, melee, melee.
Stand just a little taller.
And melee, 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 and melee. So I actually cannot use Raven's Reach. Then my thought for the corrupted bile gland kind of went into shreds, so I'm gonna get rid of this. There still is the thought for the locked jaw, but then I would need to get rid of the spiked skull cap and the leather strop. I think I'm gonna get rid of that, just for space reasons. And with that being said, to the Foetor. I have a mastery point to spend. I'm gonna save it. Alright, Baldwin, Boudica, let's do this. I want to make sure I have my moves where I want them. So give me just a moment here.
The rancid crop grows unchecked and abhorrent.
If it bleeds, toe to toe, bleed out, adrenaline rush, rakish revelry. Then chop, break, withstand solemnity reflection. All right. Let's do this. I'm gonna head straight up the middle. I see a barricade there. So, I mean, that's one fight into another fight. Let's see how we do. Oh, why? This is not good. Gonna break on the Implication.
Mistimed.
Bleed out on Hatchetman. 12 bleed, 10 health, he bleeds out.
Let us hope to finish this quickly.
Toe to toe on Firemouth.
A breakthrough.
Getting rid of Winded. I'm just gonna Reflection, getting rid of that blind. Oof. I can't really hit him very hard. Break. No blind, okay. Loading shot. And hit him again. So break, getting rid of the block plus. And then, oof, I don't have anything that would go through to the Implication very hard. At least we got the misfire. Bleed out's not gonna do too much to it because of immune to bleed. So we just got a toe-to-toe spam. 9 damage at least there. And then we got chop. That actually does damage this time around. That's 2 to 4 or 1 to 2. And Revelry doesn't really do much. I guess we'll take the 1 to 2 or 2 to 4 from 15 damage. Break. Hey, he broke it.
cut down these nightmares.
Got the mastery point, got a sharpness charm, I mean that's something, and the 13 in materials we actually needed. Okay, cool. Now road heal please, road heal please. I mean it's something. Not gonna knock it. There we go.
Plague eaters, feeding on the tainted crop.
How fragile they appear before our celerity. Now you're working together. Thank you. Oh, they got a special one. Tono, the carver. Let's carve him up.
A slow
He's bleeding for 12, 28 health left.
an unavoidable end.
Chop. Well, he's bleeding for 14 of 16. Slimity doesn't heal us yet. Gonna chop the butcher. He's down. Very nice.
Early results are encouraging.
Toe-to-toe the winded off. He bleeds out. And they ate one of them, so I can hit them easier.
The smallest
Tono's down.
can make all the difference.
Adrenaline rush for the health. Crit heal. Baldwin, if you would. Thank you. 1 health left on the maid.
Steady yourself.
She bleeds out now.
Dwindles.
Salimity for the heal. Toe-to-toe for healing.
Bravo!
Massive hit. Just the lady left. What you gonna do when we come for you? Bleed out. Ooh, heat shield. But 13 more in materials. Another mastery point. Relics and baubles that I need ever so desperately. Survival begets violence, it would seem.
Think carefully.
Yes it does.
Today's over. Is tomorrow's regret.
I'm just gonna go up the middle, hoping that I don't have too many battles. Because I actually, despite how well that went, can't do too many. I had vulns on all of them at Baldwin. Thank you. I don't know what this sudden urge to just destroy everything is, but thank you. 2 strengths. My eyes may be failing, but my arm is not. We are no cowards. I think it's Philip Black. Bleed out the lady.
Well done.
She bleeds out. Chop Philip Black. That actually puts me in a better position. 'Cause now I can hit the Lord. Chop Philip Black. Oh, I don't have... Oh, I do have if it bleeds. If it bleeds on the Lord.
Malay.
He's bleeding for 8.
Measured and steady.
Withstand. Haunting. If it bleeds. You will bleed. You're bleeding for 18. Yeah, heal all you want. You're in a better position now. I mean, 1 bleed will take you out. You're gonna be at death's door. If it bleeds, armor break because of crit.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
None of us fights alone. I mean, you're together. I'm gonna Salimity for the stress. And Boudica, if you would, toe to toe. Thank you. Oh, this is fun. Mastery point, more in materials. I can upgrade that in. We're upgrading that in. Fight on the way.
It is low indeed to profit in
Another implication. Bleed out, Hatchetman.
a slow
He
dissection.
bleeds out. 10 health left. He's
An
got
unavoidable end.
12 bleed on him. Problem here is hoping that I actually hit the implication. It's got to actually fire. I'm gonna reflection and get rid of my blind. That might not be the best idea, but whatever.
For who knows what lurks
Boudica is
beyond.
stunned. That's not great. But now I can get rid of the crack shot. Chopping. He's bleeding for 2. He's got 6 health. He's got 4 health and 4 bleed. Okay. Owie. We're blinded again. I'm gonna have reflection. Then, Boudica toe-to-toe to get back in front, get the taunts. Not that it really matters. You're loading. Break. Toe-to-toe. So that's what we're doing with the cannon. Misfire. It doesn't hit us. Great. Now it's got no armor. Take advantage of that. 12 health. If I use the stimulants, I might take it out. Up to 11 damage, shoot. 1 health left. I get it on this turn, no matter what. Boudica toe-to-toe it. Another cannon down.
Cut down these nightmares.
No mastery point.
Blaze the trail to
No
your
mastery point. But we took out an implication. It's the implication. In materials are all we need from here. We'll take the relics and the baubles. Maybe the steel plating. I do not want the clotting cure. It's just more inventory management for me, to be honest. I need to heal on the way here, because this fight once again may hurt. But we've gotten both,
To arm.
3 actually,
Though it
like
brings
mini
no
boss type
satisfaction.
things. I will do the fight, even though Boudica for some reason doesn't want to. As long as I can lift my blade, I am ready. We're doing the fight, Baldwin. Come on, let's go. I'm having fun here. Just 2 livestock, right? One of them looked different for some reason. Bleeding out a livestock. 12 bleed, 4 health, it bleeds out. I'm gonna go for it.
An opportunity.
Well, didn't work out, doesn't always. We can toe-to-toe with her, or we might need to Adrenaline Rush. Adrenaline Rush also gets rid of the Blight. We are going to Reflection, get rid of that blind. Adrenaline Rush gets rid of the Wounded, gets rid of the Blight, heals her. Next few attacks also heal her. I'm guessing the lady is going to eat the corpse. I'm surprised. Okay. Chop. Break 2 more. Even through the block token. Interesting. Okay. And then we will toe-to-toe. Healing. We healed for more than he did. Although he did blade us. Alright, we're gonna take out the livestock with Boudica. So let's try to get rid of the maid. Bleed out. Another one down. Ate the corpse, so that's not so bad. 12 health, 6 blight. She's gonna do something big. We're limiting. I forgot it was more of a stress hit there. Maid bleeds out. Bleed out on lady. She bleeds out. 16 bleed, 14 health. We can solemnity for the stress because they're both gonna go down. Oh, death armor.
Malaise. Measured.
Well, we can do something. I'm gonna Rakish Revelry for the stress on Boudica. Just because, like I said, the bleed there on the lady. There we go.
A steady subtraction.
Ooh.
An invariable result.
Mastery point. Bloodied Branch. If it bleeds skills, +2 damage dealt. I'm really tempted to put that on her. Though the part about that is it's if it bleeds, not bleed out. So this would bring if it bleeds up to bleed out standards. But can only hit rank 2 and 3, not rank 1. And it doesn't wind her too. So I mean that is a thing. So it's another one of those I'm gonna keep in the bank and see kind of what happens. So right now I really need a hoarder, and I really need him to have a very specific trinket. Which I'm not seeing hoarders lately.
A trek into the
Baldwin got hydrophobic, lovely. We got the pygmy Plyskin, which is also a really good pet. However, I have the rabbit, and the rabbit is doing me a lot of good right now. However, pygmy Plyskin go better for my plan. So I'm going to keep the little guy around. We got 74 in materials there. Okay. So day 22, additional supplies scavenge at camps. That's probably why I got this. Gotta do 2 sieges. Let's do this. Defend. Come on, we got this. We got this.
Crush the
Should not be horrible, but I'm still gonna be careful. Wind lasting for the combos. We got it on one that I wanted. I am going to defend up, so cover. Blocks. Oh no. Cover. Then we're going to take out the huntsman in 4. Good resist, good resist. Then, like I said, huntsman in 4. There. Down to 2 health. Okay, what I actually want to do here is hit the guy who has the riposte, because that's going to move him back. Take out the guy in 4.
Let us hope to finish this quickly.
Gonna stun him, but also move him back. So now the Tribe Walker is in 3, and that moved the Huntsman into 2, so that he's not gonna do some huge attacks. We can't do damage to any of them, so we're healing. Locking up. Healing once again because we can't do damage to any of them right now. However, one of them is going to lose their berserk and not get anything out of it because he's stunned. I can do damage to this Tribe Walker, and I am going to do that. Now both of them are comboed. I can do damage to a lot of damage to them with the Arbalists. So we are going to do that. I'm going to attempt to stun the Huntsman. We got the stun. Just going to do the overhand. There. Another one down. Can't hit the Tribe Walker right now. So what we're going to do is leading strike the Huntsman so I don't accidentally get the damage from the Tribe Walker. There. Huntsman stunned. Healing a soldier in 1. Then we'll pop the Tribe Walker. Popping Tribe Walker, he's down. Overhand to Huntsman, that's that. Once you learn how to use these veterans, they get really good, even without the trinkets and stuff like that. I say as I'm about to get a double rock claw and probably ripped apart.
Let us rebuff this.
These tribe callers are also really nasty.
Without mercy.
Alright, so I got a double blind on these huntsmen. That's really nice. So I'm gonna open up with the covers, even though I really would like to stun one of them. I probably am gonna get missed by both. And that's the other thing I didn't want to have happen, is one of the huntsmen going into the back, but we're gonna windlass. Got a combo on the hunting. I would have liked to go at the tribe caller first, but we'll go at him. I kind of figured that would be our miss. Then we can take him out before he does too much damage, hopefully. We are going to attempt to stun the huntsman now. Getting our riposte up. Not that it's going to do too much, but there we go. He goes down. Going through block and comboing. No combos, but still went through block. There. Alright, so we have 2 berserks. Unfortunate. Not gonna get too much out of that. I will heal just because I can. Then we'll take out the corpse just so I'm doing something. I probably should have just passed. We'll do the covers then. Because if you pass with these guys, you actually get bonuses. Like, I think the Arbalists get a dodge plus. Alright, we'll take out the Tribe Walker here, just because he has so little health and had the Vuln. And then we can leading strike on the Tribe Caller, dazing him, stunning him, comboing him, and getting more... it doesn't really matter if we overhand here. It does more damage to the Tribe Caller. Just so he's down. And collar down. Because I have nothing else to do. Then we'll just overhead spam. Because we can. He's at half health. A little under. He hit the guy with riposte, which was bad on him. And that's that. Another mastery point.
Wretches.
Oh, the place I'm going back to has a siege now, and the thing about this is if I don't go back, I'm screwed. Because conscripts. I am gonna use this slime mold once again, just because max health. I don't really got too much else to do. Just for room, I'm gonna get rid of the heat shield there and the sharpness charm, just because the sharpness charm isn't really gonna help me much, considering what else I got. And the minor anchoring charm. I will keep these because I do need a unforgettable or a stained trinket, just for something I want. The cake's palette might have a use, and the bloodied branch might once again have a use. I suppose the Trefine Burr also might have a use there. So I suppose we'll go with that. Go through the Foetor again, see what we get. I really need a
The tainted crop continues to spread.
order, and I need him to have something, but we'll see what happens. Other than that, I just need in materials. I think is the big goal here. So like as many fights as I can live through.
Rancid crop grows unchecked and
There's
abhorrent.
Ooh, there's a cache. There's a cache with the creature den. And then there's an unknown there. Or I can go to unknown. The cache could have what I want. I'm not sure about making it through the creature den though. Oh boy, this is a mistake. This is a mistake.
Indeed.
I'm gonna do the fight, because I'm here. Well, I can vuln them. Closer information, these quarters are tight. I have to do the fight, neither of them wanted to run. Now what I can do is actually run in here, but we'll see. Okay. Bleed out. Wow, I mean, I can see Baldwin because blind and dodge, but missed both of them.
The slow suffering begins.
Bleed out. Dog bleeds out. Gonna go for the chop. Not winning these gambles. Alright. I do have a plan here. I just need it to actually happen. And that screws things up. Lovely. So what I'm gonna do here is, instead of, I wanted to do break on the carry and devour, we're gonna chop. Should bleed him for a bit. We're gonna toe to toe. That gets taunts. That's gonna force them to attack her and bleed. I'm then going to do... Ooh. Yeah, before things get bad, we're gonna Rakish Revelry for the stress. Gonna go for the Carrion Eater again. That's a note. Oh no. At least not death's door. Okay.
Slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
That is when the bad things happen. Gotcha. Uh-huh. Withstand for the taunt, just so the Kyrian Eater has to go up Baldwin. My bet.
She sought a
There go all my
glorious
plans.
end and found
There
it.
go all my plans. Baldwin can still work, just not as well. Okay, we need Sublimity. Problem is that all this bleed because of the trophy I have. I put that on there because of Boudica. I actually need to run. I need to run because of all this bleed. I need to get that trophy off of there. We're going to the cache. Hopefully the cache has what I want.
Forth, at the mercy of the
I can
road,
still pull this off if I get
dangers.
the trinket I want. It's not going to be pretty, but I see it working.
The Wainwright
Come on,
awaits,
come on.
eager to ply his
Nope.
trade.
Hoarder location scouting, though. This is what we need. This is what we need.
Is laden. You can carry
Okay.
no more.
So realistically, get rid of the leather strap. Baldwin. I'm actually kind of tempted to put the spike skull cap on him so he gets a little bleeding damage. For now, get rid of the bloodied branch. Get rid of the clotting powders. Get rid of the pouch of lie. Get rid of this. And we have some room. I'm gonna go up this unknown
The tangled trails
just because
of
we can.
torment.
And whatever Baldwin says, we do. Whatever Baldwin says, we do. As long as he can lift his blade, he says. Alright. And they're frenzied. He is blinded. We're going for a hit.
A miscalculation, perhaps.
The problem is, even if I get through this fight, there's a siege.
This is no time to falter.
Just so he's not blinded. Yeah, I don't realistically see myself making it through this fight.
And now, the greatest
Survey says
of all.
meltdown. That was a resolute. We could have done it. So we need to run because we have siege. I need to break the siege with Baldwin. We're at pitch black, which is not good. There is a chance for an ambush if I remember right. Let's do this.
The this
I forgot that there were conscripts.
neither spoils.
Oh, this poor conscript fighter. Cover Baldwin. And then we need to get one of the rock claws down. Go for it. An advantage at last. This is no advantage. I'm sorry about this, Baldwin. I really am, buddy. Burr. Burr again, just for the dodge. Then you can be field dressed. Snapshot to move back. Field dressing. Overhand. I'm surprised I got one this low, being honest. I'm not sure what horror does to them, but you know, it's better than damage. Go with the one you can hit. At least we can get rid of the blocks. Cover Baldwin. And then heal him. Ooh. That man is taking a beating. 3 to 8, 4 to 7. 3 to 8, 4 to 7. 3 to 8. Oh, she's out for the count, isn't she? No, she's not. Then snapshot. Sorry, buddy. Baldwin, you do you. Take out the other one.
Agony by accumulation.
Can at least hurt it. Squirrel. Chop it. Come on. It's got 3 health left and then death armors. We can take it out. Death armor 1. Death armor 2. It bleeds out.
The unrelenting
1 rock claw down.
violence yields morbid pains.
Reflection, get rid of that blind. One health left on that lady. Get rid of the block for Baldwin. And do some damage to him. Choppy chop.
A breakthrough.
And you go down. I can't believe I broke that siege. Oh boy. Huntsman's hatchets. Remove positive token.
A hot meal and a sound sleep. Tonic for the weary soul.
20% fatigue. Surplus supply, 20 in material. So here's the thing. I really need to upgrade these guys.
And swords.
I need the signal flares.
Is how wars are
That is a... I need it. Don't care about whiskey. I don't care about food items. Can I just take my trophy
Your coach
off?
must be maintained
I can.
to carry you where you must go.
So now he won't bleed out.
Learn what can be taught, that you may stand just a little taller at the end.
So I'm thinking of redoing his skills here. Like Bash puts a combo on for him. Interesting. So I was thinking of getting rid of Withstand now because that doesn't seem like a worthwhile thing for him. And he's necrophobic, so I can't use that. I was kind of thinking about grabbing this, the academics map, just because that would afford me the better scouting, and I don't need the leaf suspension. I don't really need the Churgeon's directory there.
Serve you well.
That would be another way of possibly getting the trinket I need, I think. Let's do that. I can just equip this now. I think I only need 65 for the trinket I need. There's only one trinket I want. I could care less about the rest. So I'm going to get rid of the directory for space. I'll get rid of the leaf suspension for space. I'll probably get rid of the beck and call for space.
A new dawn.
And my best bet is to go to and from the tundra, doing the fights there. So what I'm going to need to do is get a few of these signal flares.
But fairly priced.
So that he can do fights. And probably a few of these signal flares. I'm not sure about the conscript ones, but maybe. We'll see. Those might have to be emergency ones. And go from there. So I got this in fully upgraded so I can buy those. The next thing would be upgrading mastering the hero skills so he can get a few different things. So let's get that, and then changing the hero's path being cheaper.
For tonight, at least.
Stations heroes, because I'm gonna rest here every so often. Getting additional fatigue, -1 stress, and healing 10% health per day. I might get the apprentice Wainwright. We'll have to see though. Ooh, and then I'm gonna pass a few days here because he's at 40% fatigue. I can't have that while he's going and doing things. And we'll do a few of those sieges. Probably just do those next time because I'm about to hit Escalation Surge again. Ooh, I'm about to hit Escalation Surge, which means I'm not gonna be able to do this scouting here. I'm gonna be straight on to luring the alpha. Oh boy. Well, that'll be the plan for next time then. Is I'm gonna be straight into the quest then. So let's just do this. Academic study scouting and additional academic studies can appear. I don't really care about the academic studies if I'm being totally honest. What I want is the stashes or a hoarder.
The enemy demurs.
Alright, so I'm going to win last right off the bat, trying to get a combo.
Like an impressive
I did not get a combo. Then we're going to guard our arbalists. Windlasting again for going through that block, trying to combo. We did get one, just not on the one I wanted. And then we're going to guard our other arbalist. Man, that block plus comes in handy. Alright, you know what, let's just try to stun the huntsman. There. 2 blights, that's really not great, but okay. Huntsman stunned. And there's that guard coming in handy. Alright, so let's go for the Tribe Walker, just getting him out of the way so he's blighting less. Then we'll go for the Huntsman. Very, very nice crits there. Going... Ooh, he's gonna hit hard. Let's heal. Then see if we'll get our guard plus up. I was thinking of maybe getting a riposte dazing him, but that just would not have been worth it. Trying to stun. Then all in on the damage on the Tribe Caller there. And let's finish them up. Probably one more hit on both of them. And that will be that.
A petty hindrance. What fresh
Siege repelled. Another mastery point. Another siege down there in 3 days.
threatens us once more.
I'm gonna go to the mastery trainer here. I'm just going to get his mastery maxed out here, so that's 8 more health or death blow and debuff resistance, so he's gonna get blinded less often, hopefully less fatigue limit, and if blinded plus 33% crit. Okay. I'm gonna take a look at his skills next time. Then
Conventional
here,
fare.
once again, just not seeing what I want. And he still has 20 fatigue, so I'm going to rest today. That's going to put us at the next escalation surge. So let's do that, I suppose, and see what bad things happen. Because there will be a lot of bad things happening.
Dig deep. Find the metal.
Day 25.
Day's demands.
Additional sieges appear. Escalation
More homesteads
increased to 3.
destroyed. Trampled by merciless hooves.
Escalation surge. The march of war attacks have increased in frequency and severity as the inhuman scoundrels continue on their pitiless siege upon our realm. It is advised that all decent folk take refuge in basements and cellars with whatever food stores they can find. Light, protect us all. There's another siege here
Our position
in
is
3
under
days. Another siege down in the lower left in 3 days. You know, I'm kind of surprised. There's only one other inn that isn't under a siege. When I did this at the normal difficulty, all this was at 5, so that's kind of what they mean, I suppose, by increased sieges. They're faster paced, like you gotta get to them faster. So
The
Wainwright,
next stop is leagues away.
I'm not gonna bother repairing.
Accordingly.
If something bad is gonna hit me, it's gonna hit me. And then we are gonna just go through the tundra to the camp, back to the pustule next time, hopefully getting the hoarder that I want, or I'm screwed. There's no way to beat the boss without getting a very specific trinket from the hoarder. It's one that gives me plus health and plus damage, I believe, per missing hero slot. So I would get plus damage and plus health for 3 missing hero slots at this point in time. I did want it on Boudica because she had more potential. Oh, and healing received, I think. Or just the fact that she would get plus health for 3 missing heroes, and then she had more opportunity to heal for missing health almost infinitely. So that's why I wanted her rather than Baldwin. But that is what it is. We'll have to see what happens from here. So if I can get that, and I know it's in here because I've seen it, it's just very rare. And I need, it's one of those trinkets that you need a stained trinket for. So I either need the Shambler pet, or I needed the Dark Impulse to be able to use it. That's my plan. See if I can get that. And if we get that, we might be able to pull this off. If not, well, this is the state of things right here. That at any moment, this is gonna crumble. We will have to see. But that's why I got all those flares, is so I can hopefully do some fights to get more and go from there. So that'll be it for this time. Next time might be the last episode, because at the rate I'm losing heroes, next time I'm probably gonna lose Baldwin. So I can't make guarantees. I'm gonna save the veterans, unless I know I'm going into something really bad. But yeah, next time is probably gonna be the last time unless I really pull something out of my butt. So we'll see what happens. But I really legitimately expected this Kingdom run to end episodes ago. So I'm happy with what I got out of this. I've had a lot of fun with it. And we'll just see what happens. I'm gonna do what I can with the flares. We'll do as many fights as we can next time. I might even try the Cherugian. We'll see, because he gives me a lot of relics and a mastery point, but we'll have to see, just because, like I said, there's things I want. And I will have to equip these dead bodies, which means I don't get the Academic Scout or the Hoarder locations. So that is what it is. So that'll be it for this time. As always, wish you all well. I'll see you next time, and please have a good one.